What's going on, everybody? My name is Israel, and you're watching Invest with Izzy. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today's video, like the title says, I'm going to be talking about what to watch for this week in crypto and stocks because it's going to affect everything this week. So the way I want to break this video down is first I want to go over trading view and take a look what's happening in Bitcoin and some other cryptos and see what the price action is right now. Secondly, I want to go over any news or any major events that's happening this week that you might want to watch out for, as this week is a very important week in terms of the news and just everything going on in the world financially. And you really want to pay attention to this video, what's going to happen. And thirdly, at the end of the video, I'm just going to give you guys a couple announcements of the way the challenge is going to go and a few things I want you guys to know as the viewers. All right, guys. So right now we're in trading view and I'm just going to clear it up. So right now we're on Bitcoin right now. Let me just make this a little bit more simple to see. Right now, as you guys can see, we're still in this type of descending channel. And Bitcoin, it's looking good. It's looking good. We're back in this channel, which we never really want to be below this line right here. All right. That's when it gets ugly. All right. And so far, so good. So we're good on that side. So we rejected off of this midline, which is okay. Honestly, this is what I want to see for the weekend because we don't want to see it really fly up here because if it goes too high, by the time the week starts again, typically 80% of the time historically, we have to go back down to where it was on Friday when it closed because it's got to close that CME gap. And I'm not going to go too deep into what a CME gap is. Maybe you can do your own research or I'll go deeper into it another video. But basically what it is in general is wherever the price closed on a Friday, you'll typically go back down there to clear that area and then go back up again. So it's good that we kind of dipped this weekend, and I've seen a lot of other people even talk about this. So it's good that we're all kind of agreeing on what's going on. So Bitcoin is not looking too bad. This is literally perfect, exactly what we're looking for, because the big thing is this week there's going to be a lot of news coming out that we really want to watch for. All right, so Bitcoin's at 58.6, down 3%. That's okay. Let's see Solana. Solana, and you might wonder what the heck am I drawing here? So basically, this is just a major Fibonacci extension that I'm drawing to see where the price could go after we break out of this basically this triangle right here. So it could go like literally perfect up to $300, which I believe, because once it breaks that all-time high, historically, once price breaks all-time high, it typically flies. And this 300 is a very big, first of all, psychological level and a nice price point. So this looks very accurate. And guys, if I were to predict this right now, I would say we could probably hit this. I would say in December, 300, probably even November. It depends on what the markets do, if we get rate cuts, things like that in the States. So yeah, things are looking okay. And I'm gonna go back to Bitcoin and show you guys something that I wanted to show. Okay, so basically, you see, basically the same thing is happening of what happened back here in April. So we hit the bottom of that. All right, and I'm not talking really about that wick, but if you ignore the wick, because that's just a wick, it's not a candle body close. We bounced off that line, went up to the midline, got rejected, bounced back here. All right, and then we ended up going back up. I think this is exactly what's gonna happen in Bitcoin, and it's gonna matter on what happens Wednesday. Wednesday, the CPI numbers come out, which I'll go into the article later. But the CPI numbers is just consumer price index numbers. It basically shows you guys the price of the consumers, like everything that you buy and all that. It's the numbers that come out to see if the prices have went up or down. So the reason why that matters is if we have a lower number or the same number that we forecasted that's gonna mean that we're most likely gonna get rate cuts, as everyone is assuming in September, and rate cuts is gonna put some money back into the world, liquidity into the markets, and that eventually it's gonna boom up the price of stocks, crypto, and all that. So we're gonna hope for that. And the way I see it, just gonna do some quick TA. So I'm gonna use my Fibonacci retracement. So you see, this one we went up to here and bounced off of the 618 extension. All right, and this is what I foresee here too is gonna happen. So we went up here. That was the top. 618 extension is going to be at 57,000. We can easily reach that. Just bounce off that line, probably by Tuesday night, and then by Wednesday, if we have that good CPI number, going to bounce up, and then eventually, when the FOMC meeting happens in mid-September, hopefully we're going to get that rate cut, which I think we will. So that wraps up for that TA for Bitcoin. I'm not going to get too deep into it, because the reason why I always look at Bitcoin, guys, and why you always see other YouTubers looking at Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is the biggest dog. You know, it's like it's like it's hard to tell, but it's like a quarterback, right? We have to see if the quarterback's healthy or things like that, or else the team's not really gonna do well, because the quarterback of a football team, he's the one that runs the team, right? He's the one that knows most of the plays. So if the quarterback's off, I'm not saying he's the only player that matters, no, but he's the one that kind of runs the team. So Bitcoin is like the quarterback, to where whatever Bitcoin does, all the alts follow. All right, that's why we always look at Bitcoin. So this article, it's not a really article, but it just talks about the CPI numbers coming out. The last one was the actual number that printed was 3%. We forecasted, people were thinking it's going to be 3.1, but it was 3%, which is even good. So I think what the Fed wants to see, Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, he wants to see maybe 2.9, because we're forecasting now 3% on August 14th, which is this Wednesday. So if we get like maybe 2.9 or something, that's going to be really good for the rate cut, which I think is going to happen. So that'll be good. That's what we really want to watch. And PPI also is sorry, I forgot the what it stands for, but it's producer price index, I'm pretty sure, but this is consumer price index. This is the biggest one that matters. It's basically inflation. So yeah, and then the next meeting for the FOMC is going to be September 17th to 18th. That's when they could cut rates, and that's when I think Bitcoin is going to eventually actually break out over 70, over, I mean, at least this channel. I think by September 16 or 17, it's going to be around here, and then it's going to be around here by the end of September. 76,000 is my prediction. Last thing I want to really look at, I have like 30 seconds, but presidential, this is also matters, because if Donald Trump is more forecasted to win, but this is stupid numbers too. There's, even when Hillary Clinton went against Donald Trump, everyone was thinking Hillary Clinton was going to win like 75%, which is just stupid. I think Trump is still going to win. And Fed rate cut. By the way, this is Polymarket. Polymarket is like the biggest betting on politics, news, crypto, stocks, things like that. People just put in their money and they bet. And this is a good way to gauge what people are thinking in the markets. But yeah, everyone thinks there's a 95% chance there's going to be a rate cut in September. So these are big things to watch out for. All right, guys. So I'm basically out of time, but just to wrap it up, thank you so much for watching. This is just a quick video. I don't have much time. I never have enough time. I'm always rushing. I promise I want to get better. But that's just life, right? Sometimes you're just always rushing and you have your busy seasons. But I want to restart the 1K to 10K challenge soon, and I will. I'm hoping in the next few weeks, but there's no promise, but I'm gonna hope. Because I really just still want to have a challenge on the challenge, because it'll be nice to keep up with me and show you guys the trades and stuff. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all people. Tune in next time, and just like that, I'm gone. Peace.